So you wanted to say something in closing about this conversation about the Jubilee Party and the suspicion and the haggle of Executive Order number 1 of 2019.
Yes, I just wanted to agree with them, but also clarify some issues. But before I do so, I just wanted to remind Osiani, he said he's a patriot. He forgot that he's a poet.
He's doing both.
You're doing both. So I wanted to say under section 147 of the Constitution is clear. The Deputy President does not have to be assigned separate responsibilities. He has a constitutional mandate to be the principal assistant to the President. And whatever the President does is supposed to assist him in trying to clarify issues and even focus issues. Number 2, there is no dispatch, government dispatch, that has been given out since Jubilee took over that gave certain responsibilities to the Deputy President, and therefore whatever has been assigned to Matiang'i has nothing to do with the Deputy President. And it is important that any executive direction or dispatch is done in writing. The President cannot whisper something to you and you say, this is the authority I have gotten from the President to do 1, 2, 3. And therefore what the Deputy President was doing was to be a good citizen, moving from one part of the country to the other to launch projects. And we realized that the launching was not taken away from him. It is the coordination, implementation, and communication back to the President.
I want to be that good citizen.
Launching is a day's event.
Which is good for politics.
Takes forever.
But you see, you can actually launch in terms of project life. You can launch so many projects, but if you do not start implementing them, those projects will be nullity.
Those will be wasted hours.
But as he says, alikuwa mtu ya mkono ya rais. Sasa rais amepata mtu ya mkono mwingine so that the Deputy President can stay by him in State House to run State House affairs. Hataki aende nje. There's so much to deliver in State House, decisions to be made.
No, you guys are opening that conversation and I do want that. I'm just
the President can fire Matiang'i, but he cannot fire his deputy.
He cannot.
So he needed somebody that if things go wrong, he can fire.
Okay, I like your confidence, but
that's it.
Does the Executive Order number 1 stop the Deputy President from doing what he has been doing?
No, but the launching is not going to stop. But the responsibility will reside in Matiang'i's office.
Listen, the Deputy President
giving us the feedback.
The Deputy President, and I think he launches on behalf of the President.
Okay.
All right. So
I tell you,
implementation,
the launching, there's an impending clash.
You see, I just don't want anything launched more than 5 times, like I saw in mail. But the launching is very different. Matiang'i will then ensure that it's delivered, it's implemented, and it's communicated. What are the levels we've reached? So unless he wants to now tell us that he's implementing, which he doesn't. And you know, there was a very bad backlash when the other time Central Kenya MPs decided to hit hard and said, oh, the President has, you know, has ignored this part of the country. And those were the Deputy President's people. And they were asked, but you've been walking around launching all these projects, so where are they? And that conversation had to cease there because it was becoming a shameful affair. So the Deputy President will still be with the President. I think they're still conjoined at the hip. The President, I think, has just realized this ahead of 2022. I have such a short time and so many executive decisions to make at State House that I need you by my side to help and consult with so that I make this decision.
And the final word on this conversation.
30 seconds.
No, I'll give you 10.
Okay. What I wanted to say is that the meeting in Mombasa by the parliamentary leadership was to preempt any sort of discourse or clash between Parliament and the new roles given to Matiang'i. Because, you know, Jubilee, one wing of Jubilee is not sitting pretty about this. So the President, in his wisdom, is preempting this kind of thing so that Matiang'i is not subjected to impeachment by those who are anti-Matiang'i.
I wasn't at that meeting, so I don't know. But it's okay, you make your comment. The final word will come from the Deputy President, who is not here, but he's cited here saying that government officers at all levels should align their operations to the order issued by the President. That is Dr. Ruto, who said in a tweet his first comment on the order. So
wonderful.
That matter is closed.